Hello, you darling wild things. It's Cypris, and welcome to another episode of Cypris Tea. So pull up a chair, grab a cup of tea, or whatever beverage you prefer, and let's sit down and have a chat. I don't mean to alarm you, but Mother's Day is fast approaching. Do the words Mother's Day strike fear into your heart? Do you feel the acid burning out the bottom of your stomach at the thought of fulfilling obligations of fealty to your mother? Or your baby mama? Or, dare I even mention, your mother-in-law? Also, some of you I know have lost your mothers, and they've been called to do work in other realms. Mother's Day can be a sad time for those orphaned at any age. It can also be triggering for those who have complicated relationships with their mothers, or mothers in their lives. Or for those who have woundings related to the concept of motherhood. Don't get me wrong, I actually really like the idea of celebrating motherhood, celebrating the contribution of mothers. Honoring motherhood is a worthy premise for a spring holiday. It really is. But unfortunately, reality often disfigures that ideal. And for a lot of us, the holiday is not what we'd like it to be, or what society tells us that it is. For me personally, one of the things that I have experienced is growing up in a very fundamentalist religion. Mother's Day was important, and I mean, as it should be, I suppose, but in this church, on Mother's Day, every female 12 years old and up would get a flower in church. Does a 12-year-old really need to be identifying as a baby factory to make warriors for Jesus? Does a woman who's secretly miscarried want that shoved in her face? Or the older single gal who hasn't managed to snag a husband, and of course, in the context of the church, wouldn't think about having kids without a husband? Or, perish the thought, maybe, scandalously, there are some heretical women who don't identify primarily as mothers before all other facets of their identity. Maybe she doesn't even want kids. Getting a mum or an impatient shoved in your face every year from the time you're 12 years old can be a real mindfuck. Pardon the appropriate language. I mean, while we're at it, let's just press her into feeling obligated to nurture yet one more thing in her life. Now she's got a frickin' plant to have to take care of. 8 kids, all her charity work, none of that's enough, including her husband. Now she's got a plant she's got to take care of and not let die. To this day, I am actually triggered by the sight of a single flower in a little plastic starter tray because of all of the suffering silently endured through gritted teeth year after year after year that I witnessed all around me. Telling women that you celebrate them for an identity that they don't or can't identify with. I'm okay. I'm okay. No, I'm okay, I promise. For me also, on a more or less daily basis, it's a very common occurrence for me to be reminded that I am not a legitimate or a fully fledged woman. I'm not a real woman because I haven't reproduced, because I'm not raising children. Times are a little better than they used to be, but this is still a stigma and it's still a pain in the ass. Bottom line, if I'm not mothering, I'm not a real woman. I couldn't possibly understand real maturity. I can't possibly understand real sacrifice. I don't know what it means to put someone else ahead of myself. Or maybe I actually do understand those things, and maybe that's part of why I don't have any whelps running around. I'm okay. I'm fine. Not triggered. Not triggered at all. Fortunately for me, the act of celebrating my own mother, it is not difficult. I'm very lucky that honoring my mother on Mother's Day doesn't put me on Prozac. So, happy Mother's Day, Mom! Sorry this video is such a downer. Nothing in this video relates to you. I swear. I love you, Mom. Ah, frick. Why am I making this video? Oh, I'm so fucked. What am I doing? Love you, Mom! However, I do know that the obligatory rituals are reopening deep old wounds for many, many people who are dear to me, many of you. I myself have difficulty with my own discord with cultural expectations and obligations decided for me about motherhood. There are cultural demands of me that did not, are not, and at this point will not happen. I'm a leaf on the wind. I'm a leaf on the wind. In the interests of licking wounds and coming together on this oh so brutal of holidays, hopefully we can weather this together at least as well as we would a hurricane. Let's huddle together in the school gym, in blankets, sipping stale coffee from styrofoam cups, while the winds and rains of culturally reinforced tradition rail and beat on the building from outside. And in lieu of commiserating together under emergency blankets, passing around a flask of whatever somebody was genius enough to think to grab and bring in into the lockdown, I want to share how I reclaimed this holiday. So on this day of honoring the mother, I suggest honoring the mother, the great mother, the goddess, Mother Nature. The season of spring is perfect for getting out in the garden or stealing down a forest path. However you best love getting back into nature. I don't know the actual origins of Mother's Day. I haven't researched it, but I feel like it's utterly appropriate to honor the planet that gives us life and sustains us. So go ahead, plant a tree. Or a flower. Forest bathe. Clean up trash at a park or a beach. Leave an offering. Maybe in the form of leaving out food for a local feral cat colony or supporting local wildlife in some way. For me, I think I'm going to make a point of getting myself into the forest. by all means, do not shirk your culturally mandated obligations to your mother or the mother of your children. I am not suggesting that you start a family dumpster fire. But connecting with nature may be a fabulous way to make meaning and develop a positive association with this holiday. So what do you say? This year, let's thank Mother Nature for the earth that we so often take for granted. So these are my thoughts on surviving Mother's Day. Do you have ways of navigating the dangerous waters of familial obligation? Do you have old wounds and traumas around the associations with the concept of motherhood? Something I didn't mention was mothers whose offspring do not bother to honor them on Mother's Day. That can be really painful as well. I know that happens too. So anyway, on that positive note, what are your associations with Mother's Day? Are they positive? Are they traumatic? And by all means, unless you're locked into taking out your mother or your baby mama, at all costs, avoid the restaurants on Mother's Day. That's almost as gross as accidentally going out to eat on Valentine's Day and being surrounded by all these couples. Because almost 50% of each couple is faking it on Valentine's Day. Wild things, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell, and follow along on Facebook and Instagram. I am sending out positive healing vibrations to all of you on this dangerous holiday. Hang in there. We can get through this if we stick together. I'm pulling for you. I really am. I believe in you. You can do this. You've got this. You can do this, darlings. After all, you're a wild one. I'll see ya on the next video. Bye. Oh, hi Mom. Oh, you watched my video. No, Mom, no. Oh, no, that's not how I meant it. No, you know I didn't mean it like that. No, Mom, no, I was joking. No, Mom, I don't feel that way about you at all. No. No. No, Mom, I swear. No. No, it's not like that with us. No. And follow me. Well, do you feel the acid burning out with his? I can't possibly under. What am I doing?